Hello friends, this is Unique English and I'm Harik with Mahari, and today I'm going to teach you about modal auxiliary verbs. Alright, so modal, we've been learning about these modal auxiliary verbs for so many times, but because they're really important for your daily grammar. Yes or no? Right? Modal auxiliary verbs are key ones. Yeah, that's why like we're repeating. Alright, so let's say these things. I just want you to tell me this. Shall. Say it again. Shall. Now it has got a lot of like in what you call it like traditional grammar, in ancient grammar, we use shall with subject is I and we. With the first subject what? I and we, especially during questions and requests. So during what? Requests. What is it? When we request somebody, you want to request ask we use shall for a pronoun I and we. First person pronoun what? I and we. But in modern grammar, shall can be used for all subjects. There's no problem about it. All right. But what's the difference? What's the difference between shall and will? I mean, we've been talking about many things, but we didn't talk about it. Yeah? So you shall and will unit. What's the difference between if I say, will you come my home? Say, will you come my home? Say it again. Will you come my home? Shall you come my home? What's the difference between these two things? Right? I told you, hey, shall ka'ayna kawi bichana gablatu yatanatu. No, modern like hulum like icharal. So will you come my home? Shall you come my home? What's the difference between these things? Will you come my home? That's willingness, yes or no? Will you come my home is willingness with some sort of, like promises. I don't know. Willingness with what? Promises, right? So when you say will you come my home, like promise will you come my home? Shall you come my home? What does it mean in Amharic? Thank you so much. I think this guy is good. Yeah. So like, shall you come my home means when we give some suggestions, you understand me? Some embedded kind of suggestions, we use this shall. So here is the thing. So let's see. Shall I, Barusi? Shall I come in, Barusi? Shall I come in? Say it again. Shall I come in? Like, what does it mean? Ligawai. You're not imposing. Shall I come in, Barusi? Shall I come in? Can I come in? What's the difference between these two? That shows you the possibilities. Yes or no? Can I come in? That's permission. I don't know. Can I come in? Shall I come in? You are suggesting somebody to do something. Do you understand me? You're suggesting the next person to give you permission. Yes or no? Suggesting. It's not imposing. It's not doing other things, but you are suggesting the next person to give you permission. Do you understand me? All right. Okay. All right. Let's go. Shall we, Barusi? Shall we have beer?
Shall we have beer?
What does it mean? What does it mean? Shall we have beer? You suggest, what do you think if we drink? Beer. Shinaf is becoming better. So, shall we have beer? Say it again.
Shall we have beer?
So, especially out Lerina Lenanta, will we have beer? Can we have betrut? So, and have a mesadro is mitten, minimum lion ichilan. But natives gun, the Quanqua Balabitushgun, shall we have beer? Satulachona, can we have beer? Like, it's different. Yes or no? Shall we have beer? And beer. And that title, when you are suggesting, you want to have a state has some to come shall and the so shall it was mostly used with first person I and we while requesting. Yes or no? While requesting. And shall is more formal than will. You have a formal man. Shall is what? Is more formal. Is more formal than what? Than will. Kawil የበለጠ ይልቅ ፎርማሉ ማን ነው ያልኳችሁ ነው? Shall ነው. What does it mean? What do you mean by formality? Formal ሲባል ማለት ነው። For example, አሁን በአማርኛ እስቲ ለምሳሌ አሁን በጤና ይስጥልኝ በሉ እስቲ። እንዴት ነሽ በሉኝ እስቲ። Which one is informal? እንዴት ነው? she's informal like ቀለል እንድታረጉት ነገሩን ኢንፎርማል ሆኖ ማለት ነው። so formal ማለት ደግሞ ስርዓቱን ወጉን ጠብቆ ከፍ ሲል we call it formal. yes or no? so shall is more formal than will and mostly it's used in literature. formally what? it's used in what? literature. አብዛኛውን ጊዜ በስነ ጽሁፍ ውስጥ ነው የምታገኙት። do you understand me? በስነ ጽሁፍ ውስጥ shallን spoken አንጠቀም ያልኳችኋል but like it's not as frequent as will. in the will frequently አንጠቀምበት ማለት ነው። shall is used in most advanced writings. in most what? advanced and formal writings. like for example obligation ስትናገሩ አሁን obligation shall can be used for obligation. shall can be used for what? for obligation. of course yes. what's the difference between shall and would? so I mean like should. ከዚህ ጋር ለምሳሌ እንደዚህ ብል you know candidates ብል candidates shall have all the necessary documents. stand about to see candidates shall have all the necessary documents አልኩኝ። አሁን ካንዲዴቶቹ እጩዎቹ አስፈላጊ የሚባለውን ሁሉ መረጃ ዶክመንት ምን ማድረግ አለባቸው ነው ማሟላት መያዝ አለባቸው አልኩኝ አይደለም እንዴ? መያዝ አለባቸው ግዴታቸው መሆኑ እየተናገረው it's just a kind of obligation. but if I use should here, should will candidates should have all the necessary documents. what does it mean? I'm just recommending, I'm just suggesting. do you understand me? I'm giving some sort of advice with recommendations. I'm recommending. it's not that much, you know what you call it, like strong obligation, but I'm just suggesting. do you understand me? giving some sort of opinion, some sort of like, you know, like advice ሰጥ ምክር ሰጥ ማን ተጠቀማለሁ ምክር ሰጥ ማለት ነው። should ማን ተጠቀማለሁ should ልመጣበት ነው እሱ ጋር all right. so that like እዚህ ጋር ንገሩኝ እስቲ shall በሉ እስቲ shall I በሉ እስቲ shall I say shall I በሉ እስቲ shall I what? just shall I get you coffee? በሉኝ እስቲ shall I get you coffee? yeah ምን ማለት ነው? shall I get you coffee? ቡና ብገዛልህስ ቡና ባመጣልህስ ስትሉ ምን ተጠቀማላችሁ? shall I get you coffee? በሉ እስቲ shall I get you coffee? you suggesting አይደል እንዴ? ማምጣት እችላለሁ ምናምን እንደዚህ ሳይሆን ባመጣልህስ ምን ይመስልሃል አይነት ነገር ነው። ስለዚህ shall I get you coffee? say shall I get you coffee? say it again. shall I get you coffee? is that clear አሸናፊ? is that clear? yeah. so once we understand this ይሄንን በደንብ ከተረዳን በኋላ what is the negative form of shall? negative form ማን ነው? shall not በሉ እስቲ shall not shall not. and what is the contracted form of shall not? shan't. እሺ በሉ እስቲ አሁን እዚህ ሶስት ነገሮች መያዝ አለባችሁ በደንብ ጓዶች shall በሉ እስቲ እንግዲህ ፋንክሽኑ ነገርኳችኋል በተወሰነ መልኩ and then shall not is the negative form of what? shall. and shan't is the negative form again. this is the reduced or contracted form of shall not. የshall not ባጭሩ ሲጽፉት ምን ይሆናል? shan't እንጂ shalln't እንዳትሉ. do you understand me? shan't versus shan't. shan't in American English, shan't in British English. there's no problem about it. it's a matter of like nt. when nt comes together for Americans t is silent, and when nt comes together for the British people it's not silent. it's normal. yes or no? shan't ማለት ይችላል shan't ማለት ይችላል. there's no problem. so shan't versus shan't. huh? shan't. all right, for example I shan't come tomorrow. say I shan't come tomorrow. ነገ አልመጣም. what's the difference between I will not come tomorrow and I shan't come tomorrow? what's the difference? I won't come tomorrow or I will not come tomorrow and then I shan't come tomorrow. what's the difference? the difference ምንድነው? I won't come tomorrow and I shan't come tomorrow, right? I will not come tomorrow and I shall not come tomorrow. what's the difference? I will not come tomorrow አስረግጠህ ነገ አልመጣም እያልከኝ ነው አይደል እንዴ? I shall not come tomorrow of course ነገ አልመጣም ግን ባልመጣም የተሻለ ነው እያልከኝ ነው. please like do you understand me? do you understand me? it shows him some sort of like suggestions with preferences ማለት ነው. you got it? very good. so that like shall, what's the negative form of shall? shall not. and then the reduced or contracted form ባጭሩ ደግሞ shall not ስንጽፈው ምን ነው? shan't. right? yes. do you understand me? yes. yeah, that's very good. that's very good. okay, so it's just I think there's no confusion about it. yes or no? yeah. all right, so what is the past tense of shall? what's the past tense of shall? huh? should አትሉኝም እንዴ? I'm just talking about the structural past tense of you know, like shall is should, but I'm not talking that should is past ማለት አይደለም. Should can be used for many things. I'll try to come to that. But, you know, structurally speaking, normally speaking, the past tense of shall is what? Should. It's past tense እንዳይመስልህ ግን. Do you understand me? For example, if I say you should come, say you should come, but you see? Should come tomorrow አልኩ አይደል? Should come tomorrow means it's necessary for you to come tomorrow ያልኩ ነው። አስፈላጊ ነው። ነገ ብትመጣ ምን ነው ያስፈልጋል፣ መምጣት ይኖርብሃል እያልኩ ነው እንጂ ይሄን should ለፓስት ቴንስ የተጠቀምኩበት አይደለም። Do you understand me? በተለይ modal auxiliary verbs you guys must be very careful about using these things. እነዚህ ነገሮች ተጠቀሙ ጥንቃቄ ማድረግ አለባችሁ ማለት ነው. So should is used for different things. One is advice. Is the advice policy? Advice. And then this is obligation. Is the obligation policy? Obligation. What kind of obligation? What kind of obligation? Moral obligation. Thank you. Moral obligation. Good. Moral obligation. Do you know, like, what do you mean by moral obligation and the difference between legal and moral obligation? ምንድነው ለምሳሌ አንዱ ሰው እንደዚህ ብሎ you should በል እስቲ you should support your family በሉኝ እስቲ ቤተሰቦችን መርዳት አለብህ ወይም it's necessary for you to support your family ያስፈልግሃል አለብህ አላችሁኝ. So whether I support my family or not, is there any policeman that comes and forces me to do so?
No.
Never. That's moral. የለና ግዴታ ነው ማለት. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
You should help the poor. You should support the family. You should support your friends. Am I clear?
Yes.
So when you give some sort of advice, you want to ምክር ለምሳሌ I'm so sick, what shall I do አልኳችሁ. I've got a gastric pain, what shall I do? So you should go to hospital. Yes or no?
Yes.
You're giving me what?
Advice.
What are you giving me? Advice. And then if you say that, Mahari, like you should, you know, support the poor, you should support the family. You're giving me like, again, some sort of advice. Yes or no? And then if I say that I should support, you know, my family. I should what? Support my family. ቤተሰቦችን መርዳት ይኖርብኛል ስል it's my moral obligation. It's not somebody's imposition. Do you understand me? Yeah, that's very important. ስለዚህ he should ተጠቀማላችሁ ማለት ነው. One thing that you have to be very careful is that ሁሉም modal auxiliary የሚባሉት modal በሉ እስቲ እነዚህ modals የሚባሉት ሁሉም የሚያስከትሉት base verb ነው. ሁሉም ነው የሚያስከትሉት base verb. No need of using past tense, ing, something else straight after the modal auxiliary verbs. So that like no more inflection, no more verbs, no more ed, no more ing. After what? After modal auxiliary verbs. So that like shall'm belut, should'm belut, no verbs. For example, she should ብላችሁ she should በሉ እስቲ
She should.
Can I say she should comes? She should come. Which one's better? Which one's, I mean, not better, which one's correct?
She should come.
She should come?
Is correct.
Correct. But shouldn't ባስወግደው she comes or like she come?
She comes.
She comes. አይደለም እንዴ? ያ ሲምፕል ፕሬዘንት ቴንስ ላይ ያለውን ቪዲዮ ወደ ኋላ ሄዳችሁ እዩ ማለት ነው. So ይሄ should ምን ተጠቀመው ለምን ማለት ነው? ምክር ስንሰጥና የህሊና ግዴታን ስንገልጽ እንደገና ፕላስ ሪኮሜንዴሽን እስቲ ሪኮሜንዴሽን በሉ እስቲ
Recommendation.
የመፍትሄ ሐሳብ ምን ስንል ስንጠቁም በባለፈው ቪዲዮ አይተናል የመፍትሄ ሐሳብ ስንጠቁም ማን እንጠቀማለን ማለት ነው should እንጠቀማለን የመፍትሄ ሐሳብ ስንጠቁም ማለት ነው for example የሆነ ሪሰርች ስትሰሩ መጨረሻ ላይ ምን ታደርጋላችሁ therefore or in conclusion ብላችሁ the government or the community should do this things ትላላችሁ አይደል እንዴ you are giving some sort of what recommendations የሰውን ጥቆማ ነው የመፍትሄ ጥቆማ እየሰጣችሁ ነው ማለት am I clear yeah that's very important okay that's it and the other one is once you understand shall with what we should let's talk about this will እስቲ will በሉ እስቲ okay will what's the negative form of will not በሉ እስቲ that's formal አይደል and what is the contracted form of will not ባጭሩ will not ጽፈው ማለት ነው all right won't do you understand me yes. So you can pronounce that this won't or won't right t you can pronounce it there's no problem right yes. So will እንግዲህ ለምን ነው የምንጠቀምበት willን what can you use will for what can we use this will we can use it for go just tell me for making promises like shall yes or no for making what promises to express certain plans one of the differences I told you last time is the difference between this be going to and then this will is used for certain plans do you understand me and to make promises so you see አሁን promise ለምሳሌ ምን ለመግለጽ እንጠቀምበታለን promise በሉ እስኪ የሆነ ለሰዎች ቃል ስንገባ ማለት ነው I will በሉ እስኪ I will what I'll buy you በይኝ እስኪ I'll buy you a car በይኝ እስኪ መኪና ገዛልሃለሁ ብለሽ ቃል ገባሽልኝ I'll buy you a car I'll buy you a car መኪና ገዛልሃለሁ you are making promise yes or no ቃል እየገባሽ ነው ማለት ነው I'll buy you a car say it again I'll buy you a car and will can be also used you know talking about conditions yes or no conditions especially you know first condition yes or no first condition you can say like if you go ahead if you like just forget about the word study it's been used for many times you know if you eat what do you say if you eat meat every day you'll be fat you'll be what fat if you eat meat every day you'll be fat so you will be የሚለው ምንድነው ማለት ነው የት ላይ conditional sentence ላይ የምንጠቀምበታለን ማለት ነው ይሄን will ማለት ነው do you understand me we use it for conditional sentences okay that's very important and this a b ምንድነው conditional sentence ምን ላይ እንጠቀማለን አልኩኝ conditional ላይ ምን አይነት condition possible condition ላይ ምን አይነት condition possible condition ላይ እንጠቀማለን ማለት ነው am I clear
Yes.
Yes. And to express see to express like certain things certainty to express what yes certainty right to express certainty or to express what certainty so like እርግጠኝነት ለመግለጽ ማለት ነው do you understand me what's the difference between these things for example I shall but see I shall I shall but see I shall buy you a house say I shall buy you a house
I shall buy you a house
okay I should buy you a house
I should buy you a house
which one is certain which one is more certain shall is more certain than should አይደለም should እንደውም uncertainty ነው የሚገልጸው ማለት ነው certainty ብላችሁ የምትፈልጋችሁ certainty right that's it okay in American English all right so like ይሄ ምንድነው እርግጠኝነትን ስንገልጽ conditional sentence ላይ promise ስንገባ ማን እንጠቀማለን ማለት ነው willin ማን እንጠቀማለን willing and then we can also use it for sudden plans sudden but you see we can also use for sudden plans we can also use it for sudden plans በድንገት የሆነ ነገር ምን ስንል ማለት ነው ምን ስንል አሁን የሆነ ሰው እዚህ ጋር ለምሳሌ ያው ተነስቶ ዝም ብሎ ያለ ምንም ነገር ወደፊት ነው አሁን ቢያቅድ ማለት I'll go to ፒያሳ ብትላንታ አሁን you didn't tell me አልነገርከኝም እዚህ በፊት it's a sudden plan አይደለም እንዴ I'll go to ፒያሳ ሄዳለሁ ያለው I'll go to ፒያሳ next ጊዜ ሲነግረኝ ከተወሰነ ደቂቃ በኋላ ሲነግረኝ I'll go to ፒያሳ አይለኝም I'm going to go to ፒያሳ going to ይጠቀማል ማለት ነው yes or no I'm going to go to ፒያሳ I think like that video was clear before የሰራነው ቪዲዮ ስለዚህ ሰርተናል that was clear all right so is there any confusion about these things like man እስቲ ኔጌቲቭ ማን ነው አልኩኝ what's the negative form of will not and then won't I want to help you when you say I want to help you አረዳም ያላችሁ ነው አይደል እንዴ yeah I want to help you why we pronounce this I want why we pronounce this one I want because nt this nt comes together in American English when nt comes together t is silent in American English yes or no instead of saying for example if you go to the United States of America if you say shan't that is a wrong pronunciation wrong accent and they say shan say shan this is the way they pronounce especially the native speakers I'm not saying that people are not saying that of course America is you know a collection or a group of different people so they may say shan't they may say you know shan no problem to say shan't it's okay still yes or no yes. But there are some native people they say you know shan't also they say shan it's okay no problem about it it's a matter of being British or American English all right that's it so አሁን ይሄ ገብቷችሁ ከሆነ ልባርጉ ጥያቄም ስትመሰርቱ በዚህ ምን ትላላችሁ ማለት ነው እሺ ጥያቄ ለምሳሌ ጥያቄ ንገረኝ እስቲ ለምሳሌ አይ የሚለው ለምሳሌ you will በለኝ እስቲ you will በለኝ እስቲ you'll marry soon በለኝ እስቲ you'll marry soon okay ስለ ጥያቄ አድርገው will you marry soon all right do you understand me ለምንድን ነው ለምሳሌ ተንበርክኮ will you marry me የሚላችሁ ታውቃላችሁ
sudden surprise
ስለሆነ sudden decision ስለሆነ sudden surprise ስለሆነ will you marry me ታገቢኛለሽ ወይ will you marry me አለ አይደለ okay ግን are you going to marry me ቢላት ምን ይያላት ነው are you going to marry me ታገቢ አይደለም እንዴ ማለት ታገቢ ነው አይደል ሲል ከዚህ በፊት ነግሯታል ማለት ነው are you going to marry me right ከዚህ በፊት ነግሯታል ማለት ነው አንዴ ነግራት ሁለተኛም will you marry me አይሰራም ታገቢኛለሽ yes አለች አይደል will you marry me በልሲ will you marry me አይ በል ችግር የለውም እንዳልክዬ እሱቶ እሺ ቀጥል will you marry me yes I will አለች አይደል the next day ደግሞ ስትገናኙ ከሆነ will you marry me ብትል ምን ትላለች እሷ ያናድዳል she said yes I told you ትላለች ማለት ያለበት ምንም ትላለች are you going to marry me do you understand me this is very very important right so that like will can be used for these things ማለት ነው ተጓልተናል አሁን that's very important okay ስለዚህ አሁን what's the past tense of will what's the past tense of will would okay so what is ምን አልን ቅድም ምን አልን የዊል negative formal ነው አልን ቅድም will not አይደል and then won't very good and then what is the past tense የዚህን ጥቅም አጠቃላይ አይተናል እንግዲህ what's the past tense of this would I mean this will would all right ስለዚህ የዊል past tense ማለት ነው would ነው ነገር ግን would የሚለውን ነገር ለመጠቀም ስንፈልግ የግድ ምን ማድረግ አለብን ከሌላ past tense ጋር መምጣት አለበት ማለት ነው ለምሳሌ when በሉሲ when I was በሉሲ when I was 12 በሉሲ
when I was 12
I would what
study hard
I would read like or I don't know I would read fiction I would read what fictions I would read fictions all right yes. What am I talking about here ስለዚህ I'm just talking about አነብ ነበር ነው 12 በነበርኩበት ሰዓት ምን አነብ ነበር ነው ደስ ይላል ከነስታ ጋር የተገናኘ ነው ቆይ ስለዚህ አነብ ነበር used to ከሚለው ጋር almost similar የሆነ not exactly similar but so when I was 12 12 ዓመት ነበር ይያት I would read fiction ምኖችን አነብ ነበር ልቦለዶችን አነብ ነበር ስለዚህ ይሄ would past tense እንዲሆን ያደረገው ከኋላው ማን አብሮ ስለመጣ ነው እቺ was ስላለች ነው እንጂ ኤን ባጠፋው ምን ብል ኤን አጥፉት እስቲ አሁን ወደዚህ I would read fictions ብል ምን የማንበብ ፍላጎቱ አለኝ እያልኩ ነው ፊክሽን የማንበብ ፍላጎቱ ልቦለድ የማንበብ ፍላጎቱ አለኝ እያልኩ ነው እንጂ አነብ ነበር ምናምን እያልኩ አይደለም ማለት ነው ስለዚህ የግድ past tense ለመሆን ከማን ጋር መምጣት አለበት ማለት ነው ከሌላ past tense ጋር ማለት ነው ከማን ጋር ከሌላ ከዚህ ከፊቱ ከዚህ ከኋላው ማለት ነው ከኋላው ሌላ past tense መኖር አለበት ማለት ነው okay once we see these things would refers to interest willingness willingness or interest or what interest ፈቃደኝነቱን ወይም ፍላጎትን ለመግለጽ የምንጠቀምበት አንዱ እንትን ማን ነው ማለት ነው would ነው ማለት ነው especially for polite request we use would አይደለም እንዴ okay very good see would you በሉሲ would you እስቲ እንደገና would you በሉሲ ስለዚህ እንደዚህ ማድረግ ትፈልጋ see would you come my home በይሲ what is the meaning of this would you come my home ቤቴል ትመጣ ፈቃደኛ ነህን ያለች ነው would you come my home so when I say would you come my home like ማንን እንጠቀማለሁ አሁን ስመልስ ምን እላለሁ yes I would or yes I will or yes I shall ማን ልበል አሁን so what's the first word እዚህ ጋር ተጠይቅበት መጀመሪያው ማን ነው ማለት ነው ማን ነው እዚህ ጋር would ነው ስለዚህ a የተባለ ሰው ልባርጉ a የተባለ ሰው ምን አለኝ would you come my home አለኝ ምን አለኝ እሺ would you come my home በሩሲ
would you come my home
አዛ b ደግሞ ምን አለ yes I would yes I would አለ yes what I would would you come my home
yes I would
yes I would would you come my home would you come my home
would you come my home
yes I would all right would you ስለዚህ would you come my home ስል ቤቴል ትመጣ ምንድነው ወይ ነው ፍቃደኛ ነው ወይ ትፈልጋለህ ወይ ነው would you come my home yes I would ወይም ካልሆነ ደግሞ ፍቃደኛ ካልሆነ ምን ይላል ማለት ነው no I wouldn't no I wouldn't in conversational English አሁን የሆነ ሰው would you come my home ቢላችሁ yes I come አትበሉ please በማን የተጠይቃችሁበት እዚህ ጋር በውድ ነው ግን አብዛኛው ሰው would you come my home yes I come ነው የሚለው don't say that because the first word is would and it has to be repeated in a responseum ላይ መደገም አለበት ያ would የሚለው እዚህ ጋር ሌላም ከሆነ ሌላ ነገር ማለት ነው couldም ከሆነ could ማለት ነው am I clear that's very good would you come my home say it again
would you come my home
that's very good would you come my home please you can add and then with other things እንደገና አሁን መግለጽ ስትፈልጉ would you በርሲ would you mind በርሲ would you mind yeah ከይፍ ጋር መምጣት ይችላል ለብቻው መምጣት ይችላል there's no problem about it so would you come በርሲ would you mind በሉ would you mind
Would you mind?
አሁን ቅር ይልሃል ወይ ስትሉ ምን ትላላችሁ would you mind ትላላችሁ say again would you mind በሉ would you mind ለምን ነው ጁ ሚል ድምጽ የሰማው ዲ እና ዋይ አንድ ላይ ሲመጣ አሜሪካን እንግሊሽ ላይ ጁ የሆነ ድምጽ አላችሁ ስለዚህ ብሪቲሽ እንግሊሽ ላይ would you ማለት ትችላላችሁ there is no problem about it would you mind በሉ would you mind እንደገና አሜሪካን እንግሊሽ ላይ ምን ትላላችሁ ዲ እና ዋይ አንድ ላይ ከመጣ if d is followed by y the sound is what ጁ አይደለም ስለዚህ ምን እንላለን ማለት ነው would you say would you በሉ would you mind በሉ would you mind say it again would you mind ስለምሳሌ ቤት ብትመጣ ቀር ይላል በእኝ እስቲ
Would you mind coming home?
yeah would you mind coming home very good all right that's it እዚህ mind የሚለው ምንድነው gerund verb ነው ምንድነው it's followed by ing ፊት ለፊት የሚመጣን ግስ ምን እንዲያስከትል ያደርጋል ing ስለዚህ would you mind coming home አለኝ would you mind what coming would you mind coming home ቤት ብትመጣ ቀር ይላል ወይ አለ ሲመልስልኝ ታዲያ yes I would ካለ አዎ ቅር ይለኛል እያለ ነው እንጂ መጣለው እያለ አይደለም do you understand me እዚህ ጋር ተመሳሳይ እንዳይሆናችሁ እዚህ ጋር ፍቃደኝነት ነው እየጠየቀ ያለው would you በሉ would you come my home አላችሁታል ምን አላችሁ እዛ yes I would አዎ ፍቃደኛ ነኝ ሊመጣ እዚህ ጋር ግን yes I would ካለ ቅር ይለኛል ቅር ይልሃል ወይ ነው ያልከው እኮ would you mind coming my home አልከው yes I would አዎ ቅር ይለኛል ካለ አልመጣም እያለ ነው ስለዚህ ቢሲ መልስ ምን አለ ማለት ነው yes በሉ yes I would yes what I would no I wouldn't all right very good no I wouldn't ስለዚህ እዚህ ጋር ምን ሆነ ማለት ነው አሁን እሺ አሁን የሆነ ሰው would you mind በሲ would you mind would you mind calling me every day በሲ ሁሌ ብትደውልልኝ እንደው ቅር ይላል እሺ ከዛ ሰውዬው ምን አለሽ yes I would ካለሽ thank you አትበይው yes I would አው ፍቃደኝነት ነው አለም ይቀል እዚህ ጋር ቅር ይልሃል ወይ አልሽ አው ቅር ይለኛል ካለሽ of course like ለመደወል ፍቃደኛ አለ no I wouldn't ካለ አይ ቅር አይለኝም ችግር የለውም ይያለ ነው ማለት ነው am I clear ስለዚህ የዚህንና የዚህ ልዩነት ያያችሁ መሰለኝ አሁን ይሄ ዳይሬክት ነው ይሄ ግን ትንሽ ማይንድ የሚለው ቃል ምንድነው ብዙ ጊዜ I don't mind ይላሉ አይደል እኔ ለኔ ግድ አይለኝም ምናምን ሲሉ የሆነ ነገር I don't mind ቅር አይለኝም ግድ አይለኝም ሰው I don't mind ስለዚህ ማይንድ ማለት በሌላ ትርጉም ቅር መሰኘት ማለት ነው ስለዚህ ከውድ ጋር አብሮ መጥቶ እንደ politely request ለማድረግ እንጠቀምበታለን ለማትፈልጊ ነው am I clear that's very good so when what will becomes what I mean the past tense of would is what I mean the past tense of will is your will past tense ነው would no it becomes past tense if only it is used with other past tenses all right and then perfect conditional ላይ ሲመጣ ልክ እንደዛ ማለት ነው እሱ ላይ እንመጣበታለን ማለት ነው ስለዚህ I think it's clear yes or no it's clear okay all right so አሁን እዚህ ጋር ማን አለ listen አሽና እዚህ ጋር ማን አለ will have በሉሲ would have would የማን past tense ነው ያቻለው ነገር ግን would have ስንል ደግሞ ሌላ ፎርም ዞን የመጣ ሁለቱም እዚህ ጋር ሁለቱም ምን ያስከትላል verb 3 ያስከትላል እዚህ ጋርም ሁለቱም ምን ያስከትላል verb 3 ነገር ግን ልዩነቱ ምን እንደሆነ ያንዳንዱ በትኛ ላስረዳችሁ ነው don't go anywhere all right ስለዚህ will have በሉሲ will have with what verb 3 is called ምን ይባላል ይሄ will have or shall have በሉሲ shall what have with verb 3 form the main verb is called what ምን ይባላል future perfect ምን ይባላል future perfect ጎበዝ future perfect ይባላል what does it mean if I say like this I will have በሉሲ I will have አንቺ ንገሪኝ የሆነ አረፍተ ነገር I will have both I will have what I will have both what Ferrari ልበለው
yes Ferrari
Ferrari I will have both Ferrari by 2023 ያርግልሽ I will have both Ferrari by 2000 ምን ማለት ነው ይሄ what does it mean ምን ማለት ነው what does it mean ለምሳሌ I will buy ከሚለው ጋር ልዩነቱ ምንድነው I will have both Ferrari by 2000 like 2024 እናርገው 2024 all right እናርገውና ከዚህ ጋር እንስራ እስቲ what does it mean እኔ 2024 ላይ ምን ገዝቻለሁ ነው መኪና ገዝቻለሁ የወደፊቱን ሆናችሁ አሁን ኢማጂን ስታረጉት when you have some sort of imagination about your future and you see it as if it is completed right now so you use the future perfect tense all right so future perfect tense አብዛኛውን ጊዜ በእንግሊዝኛ ተናገሩ ወይ ዛሬ አመት እኮ ይሄን መኪና ገዝቻለሁ ቤት ገዝቻለሁ ተመርቄያለሁ ምናምን ስትሉ ምን ተጠቀማላችሁ future perfect ተጠቀማላችሁ እንግዲህ the differences between shall and will እንደነገርኳችሁ ማለት ነው right which is more formal shall is more formal than will so as like this I will have bestie I shall have bestie I shall have bought Ferrari by 2024. You can say, right? There's no problem about it.
Yes.
But the difference is this shall is mostly used, in formal situations, more formal situations than will, all right? So you frequently use the word will every day in conversations, all right? But in some advanced writings, we use shall, all right? So let's see, I shall have bought. We'll see, I shall have bought Ferrari by 2024. Yes or no? የዘር ዓመት እኮ ይሄኔ ምን ትያለሽ ማለት ነው? የዘር ዓመት ይሄኔ እኮ ዱባይ ነኝ በይኝ እስቲ። በጣም ጥሩ።
I shall have been.
ጎበዝ። I shall or I will have been. Yes or no? I shall have been
Dubai.
been in Dubai. In what?
By
Dubai. By 2024 አይደል? በ2024 ይሄኔ እኮ የት ነኝ እያለሽ ነው? ዱባይ ነኝ እኮ ይሄኔ እያለች ነው ማለት። ስለዚህ የወደፊቱን አሁን ቀድማችሁ በአእምሯችሁ ስላችሁ ሲጨርሱት ምን አይነት ቴንስ እንጠቀማለን? future perfect tense. What is the grammatical formation or form of future perfect tense? Will have or shall have with what? Verb 3 form of the main verb ማለት ነው. Do you understand me?
Yes.
That's very important. All right. So here is the thing. ስለዚህ ኔጌቲቭ ባረግ ፈልግስ I will not have. በልሲ
I won't have.
I will not have bought Ferrari by 2024. በ2024 ይሄኔ እኮ መኪናን አልገዛም ነው። Do you understand me?
Yes.
ይሄኔ አይኖርሽም በዚህ አሁን 2084 በዛሬው በዚህ ታይም አይኖርሽም ማለት ነው። That's the meaning. All right. What about this should have and would have? ሁለቱ ማየት ፈልጋለሁ። should have በልሲ should have or would have. With they are all followed by what? Verb 3. This is perfect conditional ይባላል አይደል እንዴ? So I should have but see I should have I should have bought a car. I should have bought what? A car. I should have bought a car. ምን ያለ ነው አሁን I should have bought a car ሲል ምን ማለት ነው? መኪና መግዛት ነበረብኝ ግን ሳልገዛ ቀረው. When? In the past. When? ይሄኛው ፊውቸር ነው ብያችኋለሁ ላይ ያለው። እዚህ ጋር should ግን have ሲያስከትል should ብቻውን ከመጣ ከሆነ verb 3 ካላስከተለ ከሀብ ፊት ለፊት ብቻውን ከመጣ ለምሳሌ you should have ስትሉ you are not talking about past tense አይደል? But here you should have bought a car, you're talking about past experiences. Yes or no? So I should have bought a car means መኪና እኮ መግዛት ነበረብኝ ያኔ ምናምን ግን አልገዛውም ስትሉ I should have bought a car. Yes or no? I should have bought a car. Say it again. I should have bought a car. Yeah, I should have bought a car. Very good. እንደገና ለምሳሌ ደግሞ at the present moment ደግሞ የሆነ ሰው ሸኘ ብላችሁት ላጥ ብሎባችሁ ቢሄድ ምን ትላላችሁ? I should buy a car. መኪና መግዛት ይኖርብኛል ያለች ነው አሁን ማለት ነው። ገና ለገና I should buy a car. በስቲ I should buy a car. መኪና መግዛት ይኖርብኛል. I should have bought a car. መኪና መግዛት ነበረብኝ. When? In the past. ስለዚህ ምን ማለት ነው? ገዝቻለሁ ሳልገዛም I didn't buy. What is my? I didn't buy a car. I didn't buy a car. መግዛት እኮ ነበረብኝ። እሺ እቺን ደግሞ ኔጌቲቭ አድርጓት ደግሞ ምን ትሆን? እቺ ኔጌቲቭ ስታርጓት I shouldn't see I shouldn't have bought ስለዚህ ኔጌቲቭ ምን ትርጉም አለው? ፖዚቲቭ ትርጉም አለው። I did buy ገዝቻለሁ ማለት ነው። ግን በአማርኛው ማለት ነው I shouldn't have bought a car መኪና እኮ ግን መግዛት አልነበረብኝም። እጭና ጸጸቱ ስገቡ ምን ትላላችሁ? I shouldn't have bought a car. Say I shouldn't have bought a car. Imagine አሁን ሙሉ ገንዘባችሁን መኪና ላይ አውላችሁት ማለት ነው። እና ምንም ካፒታል የላችሁ የምትሰሩበት ስራ ማለት ነው። የስራ ማስኬጃ ገንዘብ ባይኖራችሁ ቢቀር I shouldn't have bought a car. It just mean that ምን ማለት ነው? አልነበረኝም ግን ገዝቻለሁ. That was my fault እያላችሁ ነው። ጥፋቴ ነው እያላችሁ ነው። Am I clear? ስለዚህ ይሄ I bought a car ማለት ነው። I bought a car and that was a wrong decision. Yes or no? Yes. And that was a wrong decision. That's it. But coming to this would ስትመጡ ግን coming to this would shows what? Would shows you what? ቅድም ምን ብለናል? Would shows you interest or willingness to do something. አይደለም እንዴ? አንድ ነገር ለማድረግ ፍላጎትን ወይም ፍቃደኝነትን። ስለዚህ እንደዚህ ብዬ I would በሉሲ I would have bought a car. Bought what? ያቺን should እዚህ ላምጣትና መኪና መግዛት እፈልግ ነበር ግን I didn't buy a car. I wanted to buy a car, but I didn't do it. Do you understand me? መኪና እኮ ልገዛ እኮ ፈልግ ነበር እኮ ግን I didn't do it. Do you understand me? Is it clear? ዱባይ ላይ ፈልግ ነበር በለኝ እስቲ አሸናፊ። I would have
gone to.
Yeah, I would have gone to Dubai. በል እስቲ
I would have gone to Dubai.
ዱባይ እኮ ግን የመሄዱ ፍላጎት ነበረኝ መሄድ ፈልግ ነበር but I didn't go ማለት ነው። When? In the present or in the past? In the past. That's very good. Let's make it negative right now. Negative አድርገን እንየው ደግሞ እዚህ ጋር ምን ላድርገው እስቲ ንገሩኝ እስቲ። I wouldn't have bought a car. ምን ማለት ነው ይሄ? I wouldn't have bought a car. What does it mean?
መግዛት ፍላጎት አልነበረኝም ገዛው።
Yeah, መኪና እኮ መግዛት አልፈልግም ነበር ግን እንደው ገዛው ስትሉ ያለ ፍላጎታችሁ ነገሩ ስታረጉ ደግሞ ይሄ ኔጌቲቭ I wouldn't have bought a car. Say I wouldn't have bought a car. ስለዚህ እቺ wouldn't ስታረጓት ኔጌቲቭ ስታረጓት ፖዚቲቭ ያለ ፍላጎታችሁ ያደረጋችሁ ድርጊት ናት ማለት ነው። ይሄ ደግሞ would have ብላችሁ ቨርብ ስታረጉ ፈልጋችሁት ግን ሳታገኙ ሳታደርጉት የቀራችሁ ማለት ነው። Am I clear?
Yes.
Am I clear?
Yes.
Is that okay? Is there any confusion about this?
No.
Confusion አለ ወይ?
No.
Huh?
No.
This is no problem አይደል? That's very good. ስለዚህ እነዚህ ብቻ ናቸው ማለት አይደለም። Please modal auxiliary verb ላይ በደንብ አድርጋችሁ in detail ሊኖራችሁ ይገባል እውቀት። ምክንያቱም every day in conversation, in English conversation, we use modal auxiliary verbs. Yes or no? There is no any other conversation, like without the use of these modal auxiliary verbs. We use modal auxiliary verbs to have conversations with somebody every day in our daily life. So I just want you to have, good knowledge of modal auxiliary verbs. This is very important. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Do you have a question, please, Ashinafi? You got a question? No question, right? Thank you so much. This is Unique English and Amharic with Mahari. I just want you to subscribe, like, and share my YouTube channel. And then anybody who is interested in learning online classes, or face-to-face classes, you can call us and we can teach you English, very beautifully and uniquely. And then anybody who want to come and join our class, we are located at CMC Mikhail, where Zaman Bank is located. That's in front of, Gas Mall, right? Near the train station. Am I clear?
Yes.
All right, good. So, love you guys.